For decades, CeCe Winans and Marvin Winans have been the undisputed faces of gospel music, symbols of faith, love, and unwavering devotion to their ministry. As siblings, they represented the epitome of family unity, serving as pillars of both the gospel music industry and the Christian faith. However, a shocking revelation has recently surfaced, one that has left the gospel community reeling in disbelief. CeCe Winans, at 60 years old, has finally broken her silence, confirming long-rumored allegations about her brother Marvin's involvement in shady business dealings. These revelations are far darker and more disturbing than anyone could have anticipated. Marvin Winans, the beloved gospel legend known for his powerful sermons, ministry, and philanthropic work, has been accused of embezzling church charity funds for his personal benefit. CeCe Winans, a woman known for her powerful voice, grace, and integrity, has now stepped forward to expose these unsettling truths that have been hidden behind closed doors for years. These actions involving misuse of funds that were meant to serve the community could forever tarnish Marvin's legacy and change the way the world views the Winans family. The Winans family has long been revered as royalty in the gospel music world. CeCe and Marvin both rose to fame with their exceptional talent, forging successful careers that were not only marked by chart-topping albums, but also by their dedication to their faith and ministry. Marvin's reputation in the gospel world has been built over decades, solidifying him as a powerful preacher, singer, and leader of the Perfecting Church in Detroit. Meanwhile, CeCe has been celebrated not only for her incredible vocal ability, but also for her unwavering sense of dignity and grace. Throughout the years, CeCe's name has been synonymous with integrity. She was often seen as the moral compass of the Winans family, the one who would hold the family's values close to her heart. Together, Marvin and CeCe form one of the most respected duos in gospel music, representing a perfect blend of faith, music, and family ministry. Despite their outward success, however, there was a darker side to their story, one that had been hinted at through rumors and whispers, but never confirmed until now. After years of speculation and pressure, CeCe Winans has bravely come forward at the age of 60 to reveal the shocking truth about her brother's actions, which have not only shaken their family to its core, but also jeopardized the entire gospel music community. What CeCe has revealed is a betrayal that has rocked the foundation of the Winans family's legacy. For years, there were rumors swirling around Marvin Winans and his financial dealings, with many questioning how he could afford such a lavish lifestyle while running a church that was supposed to be focused on helping the less fortunate. These rumors, which were once dismissed as baseless gossip, have now been confirmed by CeCe herself. Marvin, once hailed as a beacon of righteousness, has allegedly used church charity funds for his personal gain. Funds that were meant to help the poor, spread the gospel, and support outreach programs have allegedly been misappropriated for lavish vacations, expensive cars, private jet flights, and even questionable investments. For a man who preached humility, charity, and service, these allegations are nothing short of shocking. When CeCe began to investigate these discrepancies, what she uncovered was far worse than anyone had imagined. She found records of hidden accounts, manipulated financial reports, and personal transactions that had been disguised as church-related expenses. These manipulations weren't just small oversights, they were large-scale efforts to siphon money from the church's funds, and CeCe knew she had no choice but to expose them. It wasn't as if CeCe went searching for the truth. In fact, she had trusted her brother for years. But over time, small discrepancies began to raise red flags. The tipping point came when CeCe overheard a conversation with a church member who casually mentioned noticing financial irregularities in the church's records. At first, CeCe dismissed it as another unfounded rumor, but something didn't sit right. Curious, CeCe decided to investigate the church's financial records herself. What she found left her stunned. Large sums of money seemed to disappear without explanation. There were receipts for lavish purchases and personal expenditures that were disguised as church donations. CeCe was taken aback by the extent of the deception, but she couldn't ignore the evidence. As she dug deeper, the reality of Marvin's actions began to unfold in front of her. Hidden accounts, large sums being funneled into private jets and vacations, and financial reports that didn't add up. All of this painted a clear picture of deliberate fraud. The deeper CeCe looked, the more she realized that Marvin had been systematically using the funds meant for the less fortunate for his own lavish lifestyle. This wasn't just financial mismanagement, it was a betrayal of the highest order. Confronting Marvin was not an easy decision for CeCe. She had always trusted him and stood by him, but now she found herself faced with an impossible choice: expose her brother's actions and risk tearing apart the family's ministry, or protect her family and let the betrayal continue. The weight of this decision was immense. At first, CeCe hesitated. She considered keeping silent and sweeping the whole situation under the rug. After all, this was her brother, someone she had looked up to and shared many of her life's greatest moments with. But as time went on, CeCe realized that remaining silent would only prolong the damage. She knew that the truth had to come out, not just for her own peace of mind, but for the countless individuals who had been affected by Marvin's actions. The longer she stayed quiet, the more harm Marvin's misdeeds would cause. Eventually, CeCe found the strength to speak out. Her decision to go public wasn't born from a desire to hurt her brother, but from a deep sense of responsibility. She knew that the gospel community needed to hear the truth about how Marvin had abused their trust. The fallout from CeCe's decision has been nothing short of explosive. As soon as CeCe made the decision to speak out, the gospel world was thrown into chaos. Fans, fellow gospel artists, and the media were stunned by the accusations. For years, Marvin had been regarded as a model of faith, humility, and devotion. To learn that he had misused church charity funds for his own benefit was a devastating blow to the trust that had been built around his public persona. Marvin's once untouchable reputation has been shattered, and now he finds himself in the midst of an intense public backlash. Fans and critics alike are grappling with the reality that the man they revered as a symbol of righteousness may have been living a lie all along. Some are in denial, refusing to believe that someone they had admired for so long could be involved in such a scandal. Others are heartbroken, feeling deeply betrayed by someone who had been their spiritual leader. In the aftermath of CeCe's confession, Marvin has tried to salvage his reputation. He's denied the allegations in some interviews, claiming that the financial discrepancies were simply misunderstandings or administrative errors. But for many, his explanations have not been enough. The damage to his legacy has already been done, and his supporters are now questioning whether the man they admired was ever truly the person they thought he was. CeCe's decision to go public with the truth has not been without its consequences. As a woman known for her dignity and grace, CeCe had always avoided public drama, so exposing her brother's actions in such a public way was not an easy decision. Yet, she stood firm, knowing that the right thing to do was to protect the integrity of the gospel community, no matter the cost. The public's reaction to CeCe has been mixed. Some have praised her for her courage, acknowledging that exposing the truth, even when it meant damaging her own family's reputation, was a noble and necessary action. Others, however, have criticized her for airing the family's dirty laundry. Despite the backlash, CeCe remains resolute in her decision. She understands the weight of the responsibility she carries, but she knows that the gospel community deserves the truth, and the longer the truth is kept hidden, the more damage it will cause. In an emotional televised interview, CeCe detailed the extent of Marvin's financial misdeeds and how they had affected the church. Her interview was a raw, unfiltered account of the pain and betrayal she felt, but she also knew that she had to speak up to stop Marvin's actions from continuing. The world watched as CeCe laid bare the shocking reality of what had been happening behind the scenes. As the world waits for Marvin's response, the future of the Winans family's legacy hangs in the balance. Will Marvin be held accountable for his actions, or will he continue to deny the allegations? And what will happen to CeCe's career, which has long been built on her unwavering commitment to faith and integrity? The fallout from this scandal will be felt for years to come, and the Winans family will never be the same. In the end, CeCe's brave decision to expose her brother's wrongdoing is a reminder that even the most respected families can harbor dark secrets. The gospel community, once united under the Winans name, is now forced to grapple with the consequences of the truth being revealed. Marvin's legacy may never recover, but CeCe's courage in speaking out will undoubtedly be remembered as a pivotal moment in the history of gospel music. Time will tell what lies ahead for the Winans family, but one thing is certain: the truth has finally come to light, and it has changed everything.